Alright, for me, this just seems like an impossible mess to overcome. Winter time's upon us. I don't have a lot of space. I'm trying to keep 2 cars in the garage, and if you try to work around the cars being in here, you're gonna scratch them up or have something worse happen. You get all these projects going, and when the weather does turn nice, you want to get out and do things, or your friends call you and say, hey, let's go do something, and it just never seems to be enough time. Well, today's the day, and the way you address a situation like this is to take a little piece at a time. Don't look at the whole job. Don't look at the monster in front of you. Just take a little piece, a little corner, and get that done. And then go on to the next little corner. It's just like when you're cleaning house. Sometimes we get way behind, things get all cluttered up, but if you just take it one room at a time, start with the little bathroom, the smallest room in the house, get that thing cleaned from top to bottom. Then you go out into another piece of the house. When you get overwhelmed, go back and look at the bathroom. Get that good feeling and say, yeah, pretty soon the whole house is going to look this way. And this time, once I get up to speed, I'm not going to get this far behind again. Yeah, right. You know, that's the intention. And if you just get paralyzed if you just look at the whole job all the time. So I'm going to give this theory another shot and see where we head up. The important thing, or my problem, is I don't have a specific place for everything, and I got rid of a storage unit because it was costing me over $100 a month, and I just had to get it home and inside, and this is what I ended up with. I don't have the energy all the time when I get home from work, 10-hour shifts, to tackle it. So this kind of was a big setback for me, and I just don't have another ready-to-go transmission. I've got these other transmissions that over the years I've robbed parts off of and this and that, but I don't remember how I acquired them or whether they work or not. And the best way of dealing with transmission issues is to know what you've got before you tear into it. And I don't mean just, you know, tearing into it and then deciding what you think the problems are and addressing them. It's a big chore to get those things in and out, and it's better if you have some history on it, or it was actually in the car. And we're going to address all those issues that you find inside the transmission. We're going to show you some racing parts and how they function, why they're different than the stock parts, and we're gonna go through the whole thing here. But first thing I got to do is attack this mess. All right, I know it's hard for you to tell, but there's already progress being made in 15 minutes. Now, just to motivate you, this is a motivational video for guys that got themselves down in a hole as deep as I did. First thing you need to do, you do have space, you do have cupboard space, you have spots that you had designated at one time or another to put certain types of things in. If you got all your stuff stacked up against the walls where you can't get to it, you need to move it out. Get it in the middle of the room. Take advantage of the space that you do have. Pull the big bulky stuff away and in the middle so you got room to work. And when you're cleaning off your workbench, you're going to see remnants of old parts. Resist the temptation to fiddle with them. You're going to see stuff that you forgot about, that you needed to do. Little projects just take you a minute. Those are the ones that are going to kill you from getting the big job done. You can deal with it all later. Put it in a container, put it in a box, set it aside, and that's going to be on your to-do pile. But what we've got to do today is sort through this crap and put the stuff away. put it where you know it's going to be. If you don't have a place for it, find a place for it. Categorize it, separate it. Keep going. Don't bog down. Don't bog down. I guess I got to do a quick pan for my own benefit to see if there's progress. It's a lot of shuffling, a lot of struggles with projects. I think one of my main problems is when I go through all this old stuff to try to make a repair or to make an improvement, I always leave the old stuff here, and you know, you go out and test drive it, and you come back and you work on it, and that wasn't right. I think that was a story on these trailing arms. I thought I had a bent one, and we had a bad bearing in one of them, and see, now I can't remember which one had that bad bearing. I'm guessing that it's this one with the backing plate missing. But you know, I should I should take a little tag. I got these little cardboard tags with a wire on it. I'm looking around for them right now, and I started doing that at work. And yeah, these old lube records and tags, I should start getting in the habit while it's fresh in my mind to tag things, so I have a reference. The problem with tagging, you've all experienced it too, you know, it gets smudged up and then you can't read it after it gets old, and you start moving stuff around with dirty hands. So, well, I gotta take a little break here. My bladder's full, gotta get rid of some coffee, and I think I'll put a fresh cup in and go inside and watch one of your videos. This is helping. It is helping, and just having you guys support means a lot. I mean, I've been putting this off for 6 months. When did we do that repair on Rusty? You know, I think that was last, let's see, I got it in August, and there was a whole bunch of issues that I had to deal with, and once I got it running, I started having so much fun. I was taking every spare minute and going and playing and change of seasons, and oh my gosh, I don't know. They're excuses, you know. There's no reason to keep a garage like this. There's no crime in having your garage get cluttered, but if you're struggling, if it keeps you from making progress, if you're tripping over yourself trying to get things done, it takes the fun out of it. It's not good. You spend too much time looking for shit. I'm preaching to the choir. Actually, I'm going to watch this later, and I'm going to maybe save this on my desktop as a reminder so that it doesn't happen again. Yes. Yes. I haven't done this all day, and oh, it feels so nice. And it's so nice to look around the garage and see things orderly and cleaned up, and man, I found so many things, and I had so much trash and garbage mixed in. Did a lot of rearranging here, so I may be looking for a few things, but yeah, this was long overdue, and I'm still far from really done. It's that little stuff. Anybody can just restack your junk and sweep out the floor, you know. But and that's not the part that was keeping me from doing this. The part that is hard for me is to make all the thousands of choices. Where you're going to put stuff, what you're going to keep, what you're going to throw away. Especially when you're in these old cars and old stuff. Never fails. As soon as you get rid of something, next week you wish you had it. And you know, it's way it goes. Always is. But we're gonna Oh, that felt so nice. Oh. Yeah, we're gonna tear this transmission apart. It's pretty well a grunge ball. Somebody gave it to me, and it was evidently, I thought it had been sitting in the trailer the whole time, but I was going to use this as a builder, but it I don't know. We're going to get into this. This is what we're going to start with, tearing this one apart. I'm going to start teaching you guys about Volkswagen transmissions. They're a little bit different than American cars, and probably one of the major reasons why it's hard to find a Volkswagen mechanic. The dreaded transmission. Yeah. Well, been busting my balls all day and made some progress. How's that? Huh? Rearranged some toolboxes. Got both cars in. Got a spot to work on the transmission without falling over myself. Got room to walk all the way around the cars. Got a lot of things put away. Threw a lot of stuff away. I can't understand why I keep the parts that I take off of things and the boxes that the new parts came in. Just kind of crazy. But look at this. I can just effortlessly walk around my cars in my garage. Probably do it in the dark. I think this is going to be a big help too. I moved that toolbox from in the front, and I've always had a problem with where to put this darn socket set, because it's just too many pieces to put loose, and I don't like the organizers that they sell. I've tried magnets, I've tried slots, I've tried a lot of them, but look at this. I even got a flat spot. Oh, this is like a horrible disease, having all these flat, clear spots. They just ask and set something on me. Oh boy. So anyhow, it's too late to start on the tranny work. My back is done, but at least with everything sorted out, it lifts my spirits and gives me a little bit more pride, and I can dig into this tranny project here. Yeah, I know you're getting tired of hearing about it about as much as I'm getting tired of thinking about it, but there's a lot of other things I actually want to teach somebody how to do this, not just kind of run through a rough idea of me throwing some parts together. I actually want some young fella who wants to learn to gain the confidence from watching these videos to attempt it himself, and he'll be our next tranny expert, because us old guys are getting too old for this, and somebody's gonna have to take the torch here and run with it. So stay tuned, and you have yourself a great evening. TheEZGZ out.